is fresh but not cold, and there is a profound silence that feels almost thick, like a soft velvet curtain drawn across the window. I am speaking to you in this slow, steady whisper because the morning is fragile. It is a rare gift, and we do not want to break it with loud voices or hurried thoughts. Think about the texture of the pillow beneath your head. Focus all your attention on that small point where your skin touches the fabric. Is it cool? Is it smooth? Feel the way your head sinks into the softness, perfectly supported. Now move your attention down to your shoulders. Very often we carry the whole world on our shoulders without even realizing it. I want you to imagine those muscles just letting go. Imagine them melting into the mattress like wax near a warm flame. There is no weight for you to carry today. Sunday has arrived, and it has brought a blanket of peace to cover you. Notice the sounds that exist within the silence. Perhaps you can hear the faint hum of a refrigerator in the distance, or the distant rustle of a tree branch against the window. These sounds aren't interruptions. They are part of the song of a house at rest. They remind you that you are sheltered. You are protected by walls that have seen many mornings, but this one is special. This one is yours. Sunday morning is a bridge. It is a bridge between the dreams you just had and the reality you are about to create. Most people rush across this bridge. They wake up and immediately start thinking about what they need to do, where they need to be, and who they need to please. But we are going to sit down right in the middle of the bridge. We are going to watch the mist rise off the water. We are going to feel the wood of the bridge beneath us. We are going to take our time. As you lie there, or perhaps as you sit comfortably, I want you to realize that you are enough, exactly as you are. You don't need to accomplish anything today to deserve this rest. Your value is not tied to your productivity. You are valuable because you are here, because you breathe, because you feel. Let that thought sink in. be quiet. You are allowed to simply exist. Feel the weight of your blankets. They are like a heavy, warm hug that never ends. Move your toes slightly, feeling the space at the end of the bed. Everything is in its place. The world is waiting for you, but it can wait a little longer. For now, there is only my voice, your breath, and the slow golden promise of a Sunday. We are going to move through this ritual together, step by step, breath by breath. We are going to find the magic in the mundane and the extraordinary in the ordinary. Stay here with me. Stay in the quiet. The morning is just beginning. The time has come to slowly transition. We aren't jumping out of bed. We are moving with the deliberate slowness of a flower opening its petals. Imagine your fingers grazing the edge of the duvet. The fabric makes a tiny, rhythmic sound. Shh, shh. just